Hey everyone, Spencer here from Spencer's Collectibles, and today we've got some more PSA cards returned after over a year again. Alright, with this order, what I'll be doing is going over the condition of each card and then giving my best guess at what grade the card should receive, and then revealing what a PSA actually gives. So most of the cards, they've been pretty consistent, but every once in a while there is a random odd grade that the graders give from PSA. Okay, so let's get started. All right, first card. Okay, so corners do have some white marks. Centering, maybe a little wider on the left. Top and bottom look okay. Ooh, first edition Charmander from Team Rocket. Okay, so centering looks good. Maybe a little wider on top. But other than that, everything looks clean, even the surface. So my guess would either be a low 10 to a solid 9 for sure. So I'm hoping for a 10. Let's see. Gem and 10, yes. Okay, what a way to start the video. All right. Centering looks okay. Corners do have some white marks. Edges look clean. So is this another Charmander? Yes, it is. So centering, it's a little wider on the right. Maybe a little wider on top. Corners look clean, edges look clean. This would probably be another 10, hoping for it, but it seems to be slightly off-centered from the top and the right, so I'm sure they're going to give this a 9, right? Mid 9. Okay. Next card. There is a big white mark on the top left corner. Some white marks on the other corners. Edges look clean. Centering slightly wider on the right. And another Charmander. So yeah, it's wider on the right on this side. Corners look good. Centering looks good. Surface looks clean. And there's probably gonna be a mid 9. Let's see. Mid 9. All right, next card. So corners, there is some white marks. Edges look clean. Centering, slightly wider on the left. Top and bottom, maybe a little wider on top. And corners look good. Centering, a little wider on the right. Maybe a little wider on top. I'm sure there's going to be another mid 9. There you go. Next card. I wonder if these are all Charmanders. White mark on the top left corner. Very small white marks on the corners, other corners. Centering looks okay. Surface should be clean. Ooh, first edition Abra. Okay, so they're not all Charmanders. Okay, centering, maybe a little wider on the right. Top and bottom look clean. Surface good. Corners, edges. It looks good to me. Besides that mark, I'm sure there's gonna be a mid 9, right? Mid 9. So yeah, if anybody's interested in picking up any of these cards, just leave a comment below, or you can check it out on my eBay store. They'll all be listed on there pretty soon. if not already. I'm trying to get these all up as fast as I can. You can just message me here, send me an email, or message me on Instagram too. All right, corners, there's a big white mark right here in the top right. Edges look clean. Centering looks all right. Surface looks clean. And first edition Abra. Okay, centering looks good. Corners look okay. Edges, surface. Since this isn't a holographic card, it should have a better chance of getting a higher grade, because you can't see if there are any scratches. All right, so I'm thinking it's gonna be a 9, right? Mint 9. Next card. Corners look clean. Centering looks good. Edges look clean. Well, and first edition Abra. Okay, centering a little bit wider on the right, maybe a little wider on top. But other than that, no scratches, blemishes, not really too far off center. This has a really good chance at a 10, so I'm going with Gem at 10. Yes, Gem at 10. Okay. So, next card. Corners, there's some white marks. Edges look okay. Centering looks decent. All right, and another first edition Abra from Team Rocket. So centering looks a little wider on the right. Corners look good. Edges clean. Centering, it's okay. So this one's probably gonna be a 9, right? Let's see. What? Gem at 10. All right. So yeah, if anybody else out there is trying to also complete a first edition Team Rocket set, I have a lot of 9s and a couple 10s available. Not from the entire set, but of whatever I've opened so far. So white mark on the top left corner. Centering a little wider on the left. Slightly wider on the top too. And another first edition Abra. Okay, it's a little wider on the right. Top and bottom look okay. Corners are clean. Edges look clean. Surface, no scratches. So I'm thinking this is either a 9 or a 10. I'm gonna go with a 9. Mint 9. Okay, wow. Corners, there is white marks on top left, top right. Some white marks on the bottom right. Centering looks a little wider on the right hand side. Surface looks clean. First edition Abra. Okay, so centering looks good. Maybe a little wider on the top. Corners look good. Edges look clean. Surface looks good. It's probably gonna be a 9 because of the edge or the corner wear on the back, right? Mint 9. All right, next card. Corners do have some white marks. Edges look okay. Centering looks decent. And surface is clean. And here's another first edition Abra. Slightly wider on the right. Top and bottom look good. Corners look clean. Edges look clean. Surface looks good. This is a solid 9 for sure. High 9. And a low 10 possibly. So yeah, if they don't count these white, I don't know if it's edge wear or corner wear. I think this is just factory cut. But this is a really good chance at a 10. So I'm gonna go with the gem mint 10. Let's see. Mint 9, wow, okay. It's probably something I don't notice. Okay, next card. It is wider on the left. Top and bottom look good. Corners all have whitening. Not sure if that's from wear or from the cut. There is some white marks on the bottom and on the side here. First edition Abra. So this one, let's see, it's slightly wider on the right. A little wider on top, maybe? No, centering looks good, top to bottom. Everything else looks good. Because of the white marks here on the bottom and on the top, I think this might actually be a 8. Right? Near mint, mint 8. Yeah, it is. There you go. Okay, next card. Wow. Look at all these corners. They're all white. All white. So I guess the grade it gets would probably show how they grade the cards. So if this gets a 9, then the white, let's see, the whitening on the corners probably doesn't affect the grading too much. Okay, so it's centering is a little wider on the left. There is a slight white mark here on the side. So if this does get an 8 or lower, then that means these white corners would probably affect the grade. So front looks clean, centering looks decent. Edges, corners, surface looks good. So it's either going to be a 10, I think, or an 8. I don't think there's going to be a 9. If it's a 9, then possibly the whitening on the corners does not affect the grading. All right, let's see. You're mint 7, so that does affect it. Okay, so yeah, I'm wondering. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's because the corners are so. They're not worn though. I mean, I think they're just factory cut. All right, so our first 7. Next card. See this one, there is white marks on the corners, and those are more, I think, of a little bit more wear. Okay. So centering a little wider on the left, slightly. Top to bottom look okay. Edges, they look good. And another first edition Abra. So slightly wider on the right, maybe a little wider on top. Corners look good, edges look good. Surface looks clean. This is probably gonna be a mint 9. Right, mint 9. Okay. We've got 4 more on the pile. Corners, some slight whitening on the corners. Centering looks okay. Edges look okay. Top is a little bit wider, slightly. Okay, another first edition Abra. I wonder how many I sent. Probably 10 to 12 Abras, I think. I think that's how many was in the whole booster box that I submitted. Okay. Centering a little bit wider on the right, a little wider on top. So I think this is going to be a mint 9 again, right? Gem mint 10, wow, okay. All right, well, not going to complain about that. Okay, next card. Corners, there is some white marks here. In the top right, bottom right. Centering looks good, top to bottom, left and right. Edges look good. And another first edition Abra. So centering looks decent, top and bottom look good. Corners, edges, and surface looks clean. I think this one's probably a gem in 10. Let's see. Gem in 10. Okay, next card. There is some whitening on the corners. It's wider on the right and wider on the top. Porygon. So yeah, it's wider on the left, wider on the top for sure. Corners, edges, surface, everything looks clean. It's probably gonna be a 9, right? Mid 9. Yes. Okay, last couple here. So corners do have whitening. The edges look clean. Oh, there is some white marks on this side actually. And then surface looks good. Is it another Porygon? Yes, it is. Centering on this one looks better. So this one has a better chance at a 10. It's probably gonna get a 9, right? Near mint 8. Wow, okay. Probably because looks like there's quite a bit of white marks on the whole side actually. I did not see all of that earlier. Okay. There's 8 and our last card for today. Bunch of white marks here on the top right corner, some white marks on the bottom right. Centering, it's wider on the right. Top and bottom look clean. Surface looks good. And Porygon, so it's wider on the left, on the front. Top and bottom look clean. Surface looks good. It's probably gonna be a mint 9 again. Let's see. Mint 9. Okay, and that'll be it for today's video. Let me show you all of the gem mint 10s that we got today. 3 Abras, 4 Abras, and a Charmander. So yeah, at least 3 of these 4 will be for sale. I'm probably gonna keep 2 of these for my own personal collection. So yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. If you guys have any questions, you can leave a comment below. I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.